Hello, everybody. It's been a long time.
It has been a very long time.
God, I don't even know what we're doing here.
I hope that you've missed us as much as we have missed you.
Because that's a lot.
Yes.
I mean, we set that bar high.
We did. And in all honesty, this was supposed to be done a few weeks ago, but alcohol kind of had a different idea.
Yes. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yep. Because that's all I can remember.
That is it. All right. And scene. Today, we're going to hope to remember the 25 times that we watched 40-Year-Old Virgin and see if we can do it justice.
Yep.
So stick around. It's going to be a fun one.
This one is Twins.
Twins, Basil. Oh, man. It's every time we do movies that are from the early 2000s, it's like, God, has it really been that long?
I know. Well, it's funny because a few weekends ago, when you came out and we attempted to do this, I remember the next day we ended up watching The Burbs instead, and then right after we watched Twins.
Yes.
And it's, dude, it had been like 30 years since I had seen that movie.
I honestly didn't remember the plot.
Me either.
Of Twins at all.
Yeah. I mean, there were a lot of lines in that movie. I was like, oh man, I totally forgot about this.
Yeah. Like there was a couple lines that I did remember, but I mean, I think when it came out, I was only like 11 or 12, maybe.
Yeah. And I believe, I'm pretty sure that the last time I watched that movie had to have been
around that time.
1989, 1990.
When it came out.
Yeah. That's, such a great one.
But we digress.
Yep, because we're doing another great one.
We're doing 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yep.
Although he's not a virgin anymore.
Thank God.
I mean, spoiler alert, sorry. I guess I should have said that first.
Oh, well, no one's listening anymore.
I know. Wah, wah, wah.
Gotta change the record.
So we're gonna Quentin Tarantino this episode because it seems to work better when we just talk about what we remember about it.
Yes. And honestly, tell you the truth, I mean, I remember some of the quotes. Mm-hmm. I don't remember them verbatim, but I mean, hell, one of my favorite parts of the entire movie is when Seth Rogen and Paul Rudd are playing the video game.
Oh, and Paul Rudd's wearing his face on his shirt.
Yeah, the Employee of the Month shirt.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Oh, God, so good.
And he looks like
so good.
He almost looks like Charles Manson.
I know. He does.
But that was the scene where they're both talking about "Know How I Know You're Gay."
Yes, I can't remember that verbatim, but I love that scene.
So yeah, there was quite a few things. He's like, "That's like the gayest thing that you ever said."
Yeah.
He's like, "Well, know how I know you're gay? I saw you make a spinach dip out of a loaf of sourdough bread once." He's like, "Know how I know you're gay?" And he's like, "Because you're gay and you can tell when other people." He's like, "No, know how I know you're gay? You got a rainbow bumper sticker on your car that says I like it when the balls are in my face." Come on, I'm giving you gold here.
Such a great scene.
I'm sure there was more. There has to be.
Yeah, because I mean that, and it's funny too because right when I thought it was done, they just kept going. I'm like, this is even better.
Well, I think how it started was this is like the first of like 3 conversations that lead to you being gay. It's like, well, there's this, and then there's I think I really want to get out there and start dating again, but I kind of think I'm into guys now. And then there's I'm a gay guy.
Yeah. I do like that everyone tries to assist
Andy.
Is it Andy?
Yeah.
With dating, and Seth Rogen probably has to be my favorite because that's when he meets Elizabeth Banks in the bookstore.
Beth.
Yeah, and it's like he's doing what Seth Rogen told him to do, which is, answer her question with a question. It's like he's coming off like a dick or something, but it's not. He's just doing what Seth Rogen told him to do.
What makes that scene so great is before they go into the bookstore, they're carrying this TV for this lady to put it in her car.
Yeah.
And they're talking about hitting on this girl in front of this customer who seems to just turn a blind eye to it,
Yeah.
and even gives them a tip afterwards. But they're carrying the TV. They walk by the bookstore, and they said, there's this hot-ass girl that works at the bookstore right here. There she is, right there. And then Andy's like, there's something wrong with her panties. And he's like, yeah, they're not in my mouth. Yeah. It's like one of the greatest lines ever. But after they load the TV into the car, they go into the bookstore, and he's like, you pretty much want to say nothing. He's like, just ask them a bunch of questions, because all girls want to do is talk about themselves anyway.
Yeah.
And just, that's it. Just listen. He's like, think David Caruso in Jade. And Andy's like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's so funny because that's such a weird reference.
Yeah.
Just think David Caruso and Jade.
I've never seen the movie, and nor do I know who David Caruso is. So the fact that I remember that line is bewildering.
Which is funny. I've never seen Jade, but I know who David Caruso is.
Yeah, I kind of want to see that movie to see if it stands up. Man.
Right. I know.
But that conversation is hysterical, because like he just walks up and he just like leans on the bookshelf.
Yeah.
And he's just looking forward, and then she looks over at him like, can I help you with something?
Can you help me with something?
So you can help me with something? No. It's like, is there something? He's like, can I help you look? Or are you looking for something? Is there something I should be looking for? Well, there's what are you looking for? Or what are you into, or whatever.
Yeah. And then she was like, oh, you're a dirty boy, aren't you? And he was like, you want me to be a dirty boy?
It's like, oh my God. She's like, there's a section of like, do it yourself.
Yeah.
Do you like to do it yourself? She's like, sometimes when the mood strikes. How is the mood striking you now?
Oh God, it's so good.
So this awkward conversation spurs her to like go into the electronics store.
Yes.
And she brings in like a girlfriend of hers in there, and then she catches him yelling at the other his coworkers who were trying to help him like date somebody.
Right.
He's like, look at him. He's such a badass. He looks just like, who does she say? Frickin' Mitch from Old School.
Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks just like Luke Wilson. No, not even a little.
Not even a lot.
But it's funny, that scene is funny because they have on the big screen in the background of this like conference room, and it's like porn is playing.
Yes. And it seems to me like throughout this entire movie, anybody that works in this video store, this electronics store, has absolutely no fear of being like, well, we shouldn't do this because we're probably going to get fired. So,
No.
I mean, they do anything and everything they can to push any type of boundary.
Right.
I mean, sometimes, you get reprimanded just for cursing at work, let alone like when your manager's like, oh, this lady here needs help with a DVD player. And he's like, can't, on a break. Andy can take care of it.
It's like, I'm on a break.
Yep.
But our service guy, Andy, is very knowledgeable.
Yeah. And then I like when the store manager's like, oh, she has to intervene because Andy shouldn't be selling stuff. And then Paul Rudd just grabs her and takes off.
Yeah. He's like, when he comes into work, this is like towards the beginning of the movie. And he's like, I'm doing great. I woke up this morning and I am confident that I can come to you and tell you that if you don't take off this Michael McDonald DVD that we've been playing for the last 8 years, I'm going to put a bullet in my brain.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to like burn this fucking place to the ground or something. She's like, well, what do you suggest we play? He's like, I don't care. He's like, I would rather watch Beautician and the Beast. I would rather listen to Fran Drescher's voice than listen to this Michael McDonald Yamo. If I have to hear Yamo be there one more time, I'm going to Yamo burn this place to the ground.
But then later, I can't remember the other guy's name. Because you got Seth Rogen, you got Paul Rudd, and then
Are you talking about Jay?
Jay. Yeah.
I don't know what the actor's name is. I can't think of it, but he's very talented. He was funny as hell in this movie.
Yeah, and he's just watching, like
he puts on whatever
Night of the Living Dead.
Whenever Paula's not there,
Yeah.
the boss,
So he puts on like Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, bitch, get out the room! Bitch, get out the room!
It's like, oh shit!
All the blood is everywhere. And he's like, and he's trying to have a serious conversation with
He's
him.
like, forget it. It's like, no, man. I really want to help you. It's like, oh shit! I do like when Jay's fiance shows up
after they do the
and
speed
they got
dating.
they have all the phone numbers, and she's like, you call women your dirty bitches or whatever. And he's like, yeah.
Did you really call a girl? You really say hoe for show? Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe for show. Oh, there was another one, but then she ends up going off on him, and he's like, What's with the Grand Inquisition? You ain't my bitch. Nah, I'm saying, Jay, you gotta keep your hoe on a leash. He's like, all right, you can't be talking to me.
Yeah.
Like, bitches be wildin'.
Isn't Paul Rudd passed out on the couch because he was drunk? He got drunk at the speed dating.
He got drunk
thing?
at the speed dating thing, yeah. And I love that speed. Like, as they're leaving, he's got like a glass of scotch or whatever, and he like chucks it on the ground before he walks out, and then the door hits him. But the whole opening scene, and it's like, we have to touch on the opening scene because it was just the perfect segue into like his life,
right?
And how you can tell he's single. He's living by himself.
Correct.
And his whole apartment looks like Neverland Ranch. It's covered with toys and video games and all that shit.
Yeah, like stuff that's never been opened.
Right. It's all hermetically sealed, just like his penis.
Yep. Pretty much. Virginity intact.
Right. So he gets up, he's got his routine. He wakes up probably with the morning wood every day.
Correct.
Makes himself breakfast before he hops on his bicycle.
You better believe it.
And rides to work.
Uh-huh.
That whole the conversation between him and Seth, I think it's Cal. His character's name was Cal, and they're asking each other about the weekend because the opening scene is on a Monday.
Correct.
And he's like, how was your weekend? He's like, oh man, me and some buddies of mine went down to like Tijuana. He's like, wanted to see one of those shows. It's a girl fucking a horse. He's like, you think girl fucking a horse, but then you get here and it's like, it's that girl fucking a horse. He's like, I mean, you was really giving it to her. It's like, we kind of felt bad for her. We all just felt bad for her. Kind of felt bad for the horse. And he's like, I don't even, how do I top that?
Yeah,
you
can't. You can't.
What about you? And he's like, Friday after I left work, he's like, I was thinking, man, I want an egg salad sandwich. I'm like, I haven't had one of those in a while. I'm going to make one of those. So he's like, I'm going to go to the store, get all the, the eggs and the bread and all the accoutrement. He's like, so I spent about like 2.5, 3 hours mixing the eggs and the mayonnaise and
God, that must have been one hell of an egg salad sandwich.
By the time I was done, he's like, I just didn't feel like having an egg salad sandwich anymore. He's like, that, and I didn't have any bread. And then in the background, you see Cal. It's like putting the proverbial gun to his head.
Yeah, I like that they invite him to poker.
Right.
And he shows up, and then he's trying to lie because, he's realizing that, hey, these guys may actually want to be friends with me. And so he starts lying about, his sexual conquests.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
But I do like when they invite him. He's like, yeah, we meet up in the conference room here and play poker. And he's like, well, does Paula know? And
He's like,
they're like,
"Absolutely
they're
not."
absolutely not. He's like, all right, well, I should go tell her then. I'm just kidding. So it's like, even with as socially awkward as he is, he still has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
About it. But yeah, you're right. They're going around circle telling stories.
Yeah.
About their
like,
conquests.
Oh, this one girl, she just, it was like, what were the tits like? And he's like, oh, tits were, perfect. And
He's like, well, no, describe
perky.
them. Did she have like the, big nipples, the long nipples, or the bumpy braille nipple? And it's funny, like they're like commenting on it, like he's like the long nip. Jay is talking about the different kinds of nipples, and then Cal's like long. He's just commenting every time he said a different kind.
But it's funny because you just see him and he's finally like, wait. He's like, are you a virgin? And then Cal's like, oh my God, this makes so much sense.
You're a virgin.
He's like, yeah. He's like, I thought you just like killed people.
He's like, I'm pretty sure I thought you were a serial killer.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't want to end up a lampshade in some creepy guy's basement.
So he's just like, yeah, a virgin. That makes more sense.
But Cal's story was pretty funny too. He's like, yeah. So I was like, he's fucking this girl the other day. He's like, and I'm on top of her, and then out of nowhere, her dog comes into the room. He jumps up on the bed and he starts licking me in the ass.
I forgot about that.
And then Jay is like, he's like, I know you're nasty ass finished. He's like, I finished. And then I stole the dog.
God, Seth Rogen, he's great in everything that he does.
But yeah, Andy, he couldn't describe because it never happened. Like there were attempts when he was younger, but it just
and they all failed him
badly,
horribly.
And then he just kind of gave up. But he's like, when you feel a breast and it's just like, a bag of sand.
Yeah, it's like a bag of sand. What?
Have you ever felt a breast before?
Yeah, all the time.
He's like, yeah, that's when they call him out for being a virgin. Yes, not since I was like 12. But yeah, that's but while they're playing poker, Mooj, I think is his name, the Indian guy, he gets knocked out of the poker match, and because Andy plays like video poker like every single night,
right
after he watches like Survivor or whatever, he's like, I thought he was a nice guy. You bring in your fucking ringer. He's like, you all can kiss my big brown fucking ass. Fuck you. Go fuck a goat. Man, why are you always telling me to fuck a goat? Go fuck a goat.
Oh, man.
Fucking love it, man.
Yeah. And then they lock him in the...
They locked him in the conference room.
Yeah.
That was the time that the porn was playing.
Yeah, when they're playing porn.
When he was yelling at them, they were watching like Born Identity or something because Matt Damon is on the screen. And then Paul Rudd makes that comment. He's like, I always used to think of Matt Damon as like a Streisand, but he's rocking the shit out of this one. And he's so pissed. It's like, shut up, Dave.
Oh, man. Oh.
But when they take him on the speed dating thing, but it's funny the way they invite him. He's like, because they tell him, all right, we're not going to force you to go out because, when they take him out for drinks that one night.
Right.
And that's when he picks up, Leslie Mann.
Yes.
Who does like 5 shots right before they walk out the door.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, well, maybe you should drive me home. And he was like, I just rode my bicycle.
It's like, I don't have my car with me.
Yeah.
I think it was his excuse.
Like, yeah. And then she was like, it's fine. I'll drive.
I'll just suck it up and drive.
So she's driving now. All the alcohol's hitting her.
Yeah. As she tries to rap along to Missy Elliott, Get Your Freak On.
Yeah. And then weaving in and out of traffic, which is hysterical. I think she falls asleep at one point.
Yeah.
Starts crying.
She leans her head back. I am in a bad mood. God, I hope I get my periods.
She's sideswiping cars, and then she nails that one. And she's like, that fucker came out of nowhere.
But like, so in an interview that I saw with her, I guess one of the most quoted things when people see her, like on the streets or whatever, is like, let's get some fucking French toast.
That's awesome.
It's probably because of the way she says it, because like she doesn't have an accent
No.
when she talks, but when she said that, it made it sound like she's from the country or something.
So, and then she throws up all over him, which is perfect.
Yeah.
It's just an awesome end to a fabulously fantastic fucked night. It's like, okay.
You never find out what happens to her after that.
Nah.
She should have been arrested for DUI.
Yeah, but it's funny because you just see him. He's like, I think I'll pass on the sex.
Yeah. She's like, I'll still have sex with you if you want. Like,
Yeah,
no,
it's like, I think I'll pass on the sex.
It's like, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I had that coming.
Yeah.
So the next day when he goes back into work, Jay is like, he's like, I guess I should have specified that when you hit on drunk chicks, that they can't be like falling on the floor as they're leaving the bar. But yeah, all the attempts that they're making to help him out are just like,
Yeah, they're failing.
Going bad.
Yeah.
But it's because Andy doesn't have the confidence, and he really, and I can definitely empathize with him here, because I hate being set up on dates. I hate being forced into like awkward, intimate situations. It's
Right.
like if I meet somebody, I want it to be organic. You know, I want it to happen on its own without just like, hey, I know this guy, he's great for you, and then it's like there's no chemistry, but you feel obligated to, you know, and this is pretty much what was happening with
Right.
Andy.
And then what do you do with that friend?
Mhm.
Afterwards, you're like, God, I can't be friends with this person again. They're set me up with people that I can't stand.
This is what you think of me?
Is this how little you think of me?
It kind of reminds me of that episode of The Office where somebody was, I think Pam tried to set him up with
Her landlord.
her landlord. Right.
Right.
And as soon as he looks at her, he's so fucking shallow, man.
I know. And
He didn't even give her a shot.
not even a little shot.
No.
I mean, he tried to be nice to her, and she was nice.
He sat down with her,
Yeah.
but he's just like rubbing his eye. He's like, okay, so somebody pays you a check, gives you a check, and then what? He's like, are you asking me what I do with the rent money that people pay to me? This is his idea of small talk.
Yeah. So stupid.
But I guess, I mean, after Jan, it's all downhill from there.
Oh.
But no, he meets the lady that owns the eBay store,
Yes.
and sparks are flying.
Which is really funny because I like it when he goes into the store and she just takes stuff from people to sell it for him on eBay. And the customer's in there and he was like, well, I just want to buy these. And she was like, well, you have to buy it through eBay.
Not
and he's
just
like,
any customer.
yes.
The Jonah Hill.
Yep. But he's like, well, I mean, I'm here now.
And it's
I have money
a pair of like
that I want to give you.
silver glittery boots that have goldfish in the
Like from the
base of them.
70s, I think.
Right. It's like filled with water, so it looks like a goldfish is swimming in them. It's like, these are great. I just want to buy them.
I just want to pay you for them. She was like, no, it doesn't work like that. You have to go through eBay. He's like,
well, I'd just rather pay you for them straight up. She's like, I know it's kind of difficult to understand. He's like, yeah, I just want to buy them, and you're making it extremely difficult. And then she looks over at Andy for help. It's like,
Yeah.
you're the one who works here. You thought it was a good idea to have an actual storefront to sell people's shit on eBay when you could just do it from home.
correct. Yes.
Yes. That whole concept is just horrible.
Yeah. It's horrible, this concept.
eBay.
I do like when he tries to call her later because, you know, she was like, well, I give you my home phone number and everything. He tries to call her and
Well, he questions it.
Well, it's funny because he chickens out.
The first time he
yeah.
calls, he just hangs up.
Yeah, he
He's like,
hangs up. And then the second time he calls, he was like, oh, you know, this is
This is James.
She's like, are you a telemarketer, James? He's like, yes.
I was calling to talk to you about their laundry detergent.
She's like, oh, well, why don't you do me a favor and go up to the tallest building you can find and jump off of it?
He's like
run a knife and run into a wall with a knife in your chest.
Yeah, find a sharp knife and stab yourself. He's like, oh, yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Good night. He's like, fuck your mother, James.
Oh, God, so funny.
And it's just because he lacks the confidence. He's like, when it comes to somebody who he's actually into, he can't just be himself because he's too nervous.
Correct.
He puts all that pressure on him just from his past bad experiences.
Yeah, and I mean, you have a bad experience like breaking a girl's nose because she wants to suck on your toes. See, now me, I mean, I honestly, I'm with Andy on that one because, I mean, but I'm not, like, I don't like intimacy. It's just, yeah, it makes me feel icky.
Wait.
So, yeah.
To what extent, though?
I mean, I don't mind holding hands with my wife when we're out in public. I mean, that's fine. But I mean, I don't want to be like massaged or anything like that. It's like, I don't know. I don't like it. So, I mean, hugs are nice. I like hugs. I like to kiss, but now when it comes to like, oh, I'm going to lick every inch of your body. It's like, no, please don't. No. It doesn't need to go that far.
What about spooning?
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
But mainly just because my body...
I get too hot.
Yeah, my body runs hot. So
right.
It's like, I mean, I'm always burning up. I mean, cheese and crackers, dude. It's 13 degrees outside, and I'm wearing shorts and a short sleeve shirt. And
yep.
I have to go outside because, I don't know, my wife feels like our apartment needs to be 85 degrees year round. So it's like I step outside just to get my body temperature back to normal. So I don't like spooning just because I don't like the touching. It's weird.
Oh, you'd like my new apartment then.
Yeah.
I mean, it was warm because we were moving furniture that day, but like on a regular basis, it stays pretty cool in there.
Yeah.
Not going to lie.
I mean, in all honesty, after the mattress, I just wanted to regurgitate my soul because moving your mattress was terrible.
I never want to move that fucking thing again.
It was god awful.
It's like,
oh, I love you. I love you, Morgan, dude. You're more than a brother to me, but man alive.
And that's why I appreciate that you
yeah
went out on a limb for me.
So next time you move, we'll just leave the mattress behind.
Oh, we're putting it in the fireplace, piece by piece. And it's so comfortable. It's a comfortable mattress, but fuck, it sucks to move because it does not stand up.
Yes.
It does not. It's not rigid at all.
No, it is not.
So I think whenever I decide to move again, hopefully it's not for at least 5 years. Definitely time to get a new one.
Which brings us to the first date that Andy had with, what was her name? Karen? Jill? Billie Jean?
Oh, God.
She's not my lover.
I mean, what the hell was her name?
It was Kathleen.
She's a grandma. She was a grandma who can't even decide how many kids she has.
Well, what's funny is the first date when she goes over there to pick him up and he opens up and she was like, oh, did you just move in? He was like, no, I'm having the carpet installed tomorrow. And she's like, oh, really? I like the hardwood. And he's like,
it looks
yeah.
good with the wood.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, maybe they'll pull up the wood and there'll be carpet underneath. That's never the case.
But it's like before she shows up, it's like because he rides a bicycle,
correct,
he can't go to pick her up for a date. So he has, I'm pretty sure this is when Cal and Dave are over. When I think it was the same time when they were playing the video games, and they were like, oh, she's coming over here. He's like, oh, drag, dude.
Yeah, he's like, you have to get rid of everything that makes you look like a pedophile.
He's like, what the what are you talking about? He's like, you got all these toys. You gotta let these things out of the box. He's like, no. They lose their value if you take them out of the box. He's like, just calm down, man. He's like, stop calming me down and tell me what to do.
I got this when I was 6 years old.
You know how hard
it is to not open a toy like this when you're 6 years old?
Is that Lou Goldman? It's a $6 million man's boss. He's way more valuable.
But so funny. So I used to have a friend when I was younger that that's what he did. Like, he collected toys, but if he went out and bought a toy, he would always buy 2 of them so he could open one and keep one in the package. And I'm like, see, smart.
I had an idea like that once.
Really, Morgan? What was it?
Well, okay. Anyway, they tell Andy to get rid of all the toys.
Yeah.
I don't know. They probably stashed him in the closet or something like that.
I'm imagining that they just shoved everything into his bedroom.
Probably.
Because
yeah.
I think she just saw the living room.
She only saw the living room, which was completely empty.
Yes.
And he awkwardly blocked her from opening the door further or coming inside.
Yeah.
At all. So it's like, that would be a huge red flag to most women.
Yeah.
If a guy is stopping her from coming inside, like, all right, there's dead bodies in here. There has to be.
Yeah. There's got to be dead bodies.
But as they're leaving, he sees his neighbors upstairs who he, watches Survivor with on a weekly basis. And he's like, oh, I'm just, waiting for my date. Oh, here she is.
Yeah. I do like
he's like, somebody's going to get lucky tonight. And then his wife is like, are you going to be on me? He's like, what is wrong with this woman?
I do like their relationship, but I love the part when Paul Rudd shows up with that big box of porn. He's like, why are you trying to give me your big box of porn, Andy? It's like, I don't want your porn.
Yeah, that's when he was. He's like, no, dishonor. What is the word that he's trying to say? Like, insane is like trying to give a man a box of porn and he won't accept it. Or he's like, there's some great stuff in here. He's like, Boner Jams 03. He's like, yeah, apparently I just, put together all the best, boner scenes 2003.
Oh my God.
He's like, Everybody Loves Raymond. He's like, that's just a good show.
Yeah.
To watch. He's like, you seen Harry Potter, right? This is Harry Twatter. And then the other one was like School of Cock. He's like, it's starring Jack Blackcock. He's like, obviously. He's like, they take the black light into those hotel rooms on Dateline or whatever. He's like, you could see this box from space.
Oh man, that scene is phenomenal.
But it's funny because after he leaves,
he tries it. He's like, watch some of Indiana Jones.
It was like
Temple of Poon.
Space Nuts, I think, is what he puts on.
Yeah, I was just thinking of 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Oh,
that's what he was like. You have my Indiana Jones. He's like, you know how long I spent looking for this? 40 minutes. That's way too long to look for porn.
Oh, dude, how long were you looking for well, it wasn't porn, but what movie were we looking for? And you couldn't find the DVD for it.
Oh my God, I can't remember now.
This was like I think it was one of our earlier episodes.
Yeah.
It's like Ace Ventura, maybe?
Possibly.
Damn, that's going to bother me.
Yeah, I know it's going to bother me too. I'm going to spend the rest of this podcast thinking about that.
At least 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is way too long.
Gosh. Gall darn. Gall dang darn.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break to think about that for a minute. We'll see you guys in a sec. And just like that, we're back.
Yep. God, it seems like an eternity.
If we actually had a sponsor, it would probably feel like an eternity.
Yeah.
It ain't happening. We need to put out more shows.
Yep, and that is what we are working on.
We show is.
Diligently. As long as there's no alcohol involved.
Oh, God. Yep. Done. So I think it's worth... I think we need to go into detail on the speed date. The speed dating scene. So... I'm hitting my mic over here. Pardon. Pardon me. They invite Andy after his failed experience, hitting on drunk bitches. See, that's the difference. He's like, you're using bitches in a derogatory manner. I'm not. He's like, we're gonna go out for lunch. I think you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah,
and
this place right around the corner.
Yeah, he's like, we brought you a shirt. But it's like they're all still wearing the work clothes, I think.
Yeah, and I think what was it, the shirt?
It was a weird looking. It looked like the 70s.
Some dude from the 70s,
right? Or like a creepy dude from the 90s.
Yeah, it's something weird.
It was very odd, but it wasn't the Penetrate. No, what was the name of the place they work? I can't think of the name. Something tech.
Yeah, like something, Innovation Tech or something. Something weird.
Something weird. Yep. But so you got Jay, who's like posing as a doctor. Dr. Montalban or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think Dave uses his actual name.
I think he does. But throughout the whole movie, you got Dave who's talking about like his ex-girlfriend that they broke up 2 years before or something.
She was played by Mindy Kaling.
Yeah. And she's actually at the speed dating in that scene.
Yep.
And I like that Seth Rogen's character's like, come on, you got to leave my friend alone. She was like, what? It's like, whoa.
You're giving him false hope.
Yeah.
And it's eating him up alive,
It's like, you're killing him from the inside.
It's like, she's like, well, what are you talking about? She's like, I moved. I changed my phone number. I changed my email address,
But I like how he just rolls over and he's like, I did not know all that.
It's like he's practically stalking me.
Yes. I did not know all that. Carry on.
And then you have the comedian. I can't remember her name.
I know. I can't remember it either.
But she's very mannish.
Mo Collins.
Mo Collins.
Yes.
I thought it was Mo.
Yeah.
And her name is Gina. No, it's not.
Gina.
And that scene has ruined the name Gina for me. Anytime I see anybody with the name even Regina or just Gina, I can't help it. In my head, it's pronounced Gina to me now. Forever. In perpetuity.
Love it.
She's like, but that whole part is hysterical because it's like, oh, hi, your name is Gina? She's like, Gina, what's up? I'm haven't been with a man in a while, it's just because I've been with the ladies, but, I'm looking to get back on that pogo stick, if you know what I mean. She's like, but you're pretty feminine, so it would kind of make for an easy transition, so throw a little rouge on you, tuck your sack back, you game? He's like, no. And then you got the lady from Minnesota or whatever.
Yeah.
And her tit falls out in the middle of them talking. And, the weirdest thing is, like, she seems like such a sweet lady, And she's like, it's like, yeah, I'm from this small town in Minnesota or whatever. And Andy's like into it. And then out of nowhere, her shirt just starts, scooting over to the side until her tit just kind of pops out. And it's making Andy super uncomfortable. Spadoodios. He's like, nipple.
But you got Dave who's just drinking.
Yeah.
There, and they all go back to work, and
he runs into Kelly, or whatever her name is in the movie, and he's like, oh, I just want to take you to Paris and make love under the Eiffel Tower. And then he's like, remember how he used to act out the scenes in whatever movie he's talking about? He's like, oh God, stop reminiscing about the times we used to fuck. He's like, psycho talk.
So I mean, I like when they go back because you got Dave, who's like super plastered, and he has that video camera, and he was like, "Oh, is this what you like?" And it's connected to like every TV on that giant wall.
Yeah, and I think he's actually supposed to be helping a customer that's standing directly in front of him.
Yeah, he has his pants down. And he's like filming his ass, and he's like, "Oh, this is the ass that you miss."
I think her name was Amy.
I think it was Amy.
I think her name was Amy. He's like, hey, how are you doing, Amy? Since we broke up. She's like, you've been doing a lot of this. And how about this? Yeah, he like starts pulling his pants down. And he's like, you miss this ass? That's the ass of a free man. And then as he's about to go down the front side, I think Cal tackles him.
I think so.
Yeah, it is Cal because like he's trying to like pull his pants back up, and then his like underwear kind of pops, and he's like, "Ew!" But
then he just lays down on one of the recliners and goes to sleep.
I love how Paula comes in and witnesses what's going on. She's like, "Hey, Andy, yeah, go and get your pal. He's performing a public colonoscopy." Dude, Jane Lynch is so great in this movie.
She is. She is hysterical in this movie.
And I think that's the first movie that I recall her being in.
Yeah.
Before I think she did this before she was in Glee.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure that she did earlier stuff.
She's probably done other things.
Yeah.
And actually, she's a lot of people may not know this, but she's a very talented singer as well.
Yes, she is.
And she and Kate Flannery from The Office, along with another gentleman whose name escapes me, they did a Christmas album that's called A Swingin' Little Christmas.
Nice.
And their harmonies are fantastic.
Huh.
Like, it's actually one of my favorite Christmas albums now.
Nice. I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. I think worth it. Just a little nugget of knowledge for everybody.
Yeah. So I like that afterwards, Andy tries to tell Catherine or Kathleen or whatever, because it seems like on the first night they're going back to her place so they can, have the sex.
The sex.
So
I gotta find her name, man. It's gonna bother me.
And then she was like, well, let's not rush this. Like, I've been known to jump into bed with people. And he was like, yeah, and she was like, how about, 3 dates? And he was like, okay, yeah. I mean, hey, maybe even more. And she's like, what? Really? And he's like, yeah. He's like, and then she's like, 10 dates. And he was like, 20. So
screw your 10 dates
and
make it 20.
So it's
her name was Trish.
Never would have guessed that.
Never. Not in a million years.
So it gets to the point where, she was like, you know what this is? And he's like, what? She's like, it's our 20th date. And he's like, yeah, but some of them couldn't really technically be considered dates because he's starting to feel the pressure of, oh God, like I'm going to have sex with this woman. And it has to be a lot of pressure. He's 40 years old, never had sex or any type of sexual pleasure with another person. So.
And it's bad how like the education system failed him so poorly.
Yes.
No, they failed him really well, I guess.
Yeah.
Not poorly, because he doesn't even know how to put on a condom.
Yeah, and it's funny too because her daughter, played by Kat Dennings, is like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. You guys have sex all the time.
Like, oh my God, no, we don't.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like when he's attempting to put condoms on, he doesn't know what he's doing, and he just keeps opening more
condoms. Yeah.
So they're just scattered all over the bed. And then when Kat Dennings' character walks into the room, oh my God, how many times did you guys just do it?
Yeah. And it's just kind of like you want to look at her and just be like, God, change the record.
But it's this scene where like he's trying to find a creative ways to get the condom on.
Yeah.
He inflates one of them. The air shoots back into his mouth. One of them explodes, like pops as he's trying to put it on. And then I think he takes the Magnum and he puts it over his whole hand and like his forearm.
Yeah.
And he's like, Aquaman.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a really funny scene,
Right.
but
And
yeah.
one of the dates, they're at that, it's like a hibachi, kind of like a hibachi grill.
Yeah.
And then they get the ladies to come over and sing happy birthday to that little girl, the family that's sitting next to them.
Yeah.
And then Andy's like, oh, happy birthday, whatever. And then Trish is like, oh, it's your birthday too? Can you sing and bring a cake for him? And then I pointed this out to you when we watched it last time, is like the mother that's sitting next to him, she had this look on her face like, I thought she was like, oh, you're stealing my daughter's thunder now.
Yeah.
By you just happen to be celebrating a birthday too. But then like when you look at it again, it's like, no, she was like, like, what are the odds?
Yeah.
Because when they start singing, she's like singing and clapping along.
Oh, no.
So they do have that connection. Like you can tell that there's chemistry between them. And I think Andy feels more comfortable with the whole intimacy thing, but he still doesn't know what he's doing.
Correct. And she thinks that he's like crazy or something. It's like, God, they can finally have sex. And then he gets mad about it because it's like, what is the whole pressure? Like, why is there pressure to have sex? Like, to do this? Like, I mean, this is insane. So he leaves.
Well, it peaks because she tries to convince him to sell all of his action figures and stuff. And that pisses him off because
he's changing.
As he reaches the end of their 20 dates, it's like, okay, now I'm feeling the pressure of having to have sex now, which I haven't done this whole time, and I don't know what I'm doing. And now
you want me to sell all my toys and
give up everything that I've, you're trying to get me to change, and I can't just change like that. So this like gets into this whole argument, and it's like the movie itself is funny pretty much up to this point.
Yeah.
And then it kind of takes a turn more towards dramatic, but, it's still funny at parts.
Yeah. So he leaves and goes and meets his friends at the same bar that they all started out with when they went out the first time.
When it was the first time they went there.
Yeah.
Andy's like, oh, this place is really busy. And Paul Rudd's like, yeah, it's $9 beer night. I don't know why that line has always stuck out to me. And Andy was yelling. Well, he was wearing a yellow polo shirt.
Yes.
And then somebody made a reference to like Curious George.
But I do like that, he shows up and he's just finally like getting plastered and he's like, yeah, that's it. I just need to fucking bitches. That's all.
It's all about poon.
Yeah. So, and I like that. I love when he's just sitting down on the couch. Yeah. And I think Jay comes over.
It is Jay.
And he was like, yo, Andy. And he just shoots up. Incredibly awkward, but incredibly fast, which makes it hysterical.
It's almost as if his legs were strapped to the bottom of the couch, or his feet were like somehow
secured on the floor.
Down, right?
Yeah, and just used all that muscle in his legs to propel his body up into the air.
Like he doesn't use his arms to like lift himself up off of this couch.
Yeah. Oh, I
don't know how he does it.
I don't know how he does it either, but it's so funny to watch.
But he's so drunk, and he's sitting next to Cal,
and he sees Beth.
Well, Cal, he's like, God, how many drinks have you had? He's like, you know what? How many pots have you smoking? And he's like, what are you talking about? But yeah, Jay comes over. That's when he stands up and he puts his mouth on his ear and he says, you know what? You are absolutely right. I need physical intercourse.
But he sees Beth, so he goes back to Beth's place.
Yes.
And she's like, well, I'm going to go in here and get warmed up for you. And that's what she's
not
using
before
her.
He's I hope you got a big trunk because I'm going to put my bike in it.
Yeah. So he's there and he realizes like he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be with her. He wants to be with Trish. So he goes back home. But it's funny because when he walks out of the bathroom, Cal, Jay, and Dave are all standing there and they're like, yeah, dude, And then he was like, how did you get in? And he was like, oh, yeah. He's like, Cal's like, yeah, I used to hit this a long time ago. And I just made
never gave the key back or whatever.
He was like, or made a copy of the key.
Yeah.
And so, but it's funny because, you know, they're like, no, you need to be with Trish. Like, go find her. We know that you're in love with her. Yeah. So he leaves. Jay leaves and Dave leaves. But then Cal's like, well, I mean, as long as I'm here. So he just goes into the bathroom and he's like, hi, Cal.
Yeah. And he starts taking his shirt off. But what's, you know, what I notice about this scene is like as he sees the guys there, he's like, all I know, I don't even know what I'm doing here. He's like, all I know is that woman scares the shit out of me. But I don't know why. I feel like Leslie Mann's character would have scared the shit out of me more so than
this one. Yeah, no, she was just, you know, fun loving and
she was
like wanted to have a good time.
Oh yeah. She was all about the good time.
Yeah, so he goes home and Trish is there, and that's when she discovered the big box of porn
and the vagina model. That's from the.
He's like, hey, that's for research.
The
purposes.
Clinic. It's for medicinal purposes. Because at one point he takes Trish's daughter to the clinic.
Yeah.
Because
they want to talk about sex,
or, birth control or whatever. Yeah. You know, and that scene is pretty good because he's still a virgin.
Yeah.
You know, and
I do like that he points it out in the meeting. He was like, oh, you know, and then after they're done, he's like, you know, I just did that so you'd be more comfortable. I'm not really a virgin. And she was like,
yes, you are.
Wow, is it that obvious?
She's like, does my mom know? No, I haven't told her. But like, you got the kid that's sitting next to her. He's like, I'd tap that. He's like, what, Seth, you think you're all cool with your little Jew fro? At one point, his dad is like, his dad is just ripping into his kid.
Yeah.
And he's like, that sounds like my Friday night. He's like, Seth, you were at Temple. And then
I just love how that dad treats that son like shit.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, fucking, I hate entitled kids.
Because he even says, he's like, Seth, you have a tiny penis. Oh, man.
But, I mean, she gets scared of him because, you know, it's like, this is kind of like serial killer mentality.
Right.
But I do like the fact.
He finds a Mento, and he thinks it's like a roofie.
Yeah. But I like that she's like, what's this big box of porn? He's like, oh, those are Dave's.
I think he has a problem.
So she leaves, and he's like, you know what? No, fuck it. I'm fighting for this relationship. I want this woman in my life. So he's
like, are you trying to kill me?
Yeah. He's like, no, not trying to kill you.
She's like, I haven't even tried to sleep with you. He's like, oh, God. Yeah, she's getting, I hit my mic again. Son of a bitch. See, we can't wait a month between episodes because we're falling apart.
Yeah, I miss you so much.
Yeah, I'm a wreck without you.
I miss the hell out of you.
I miss your scent.
I think that when this is all over, we should get an apartment together.
No, Dutch. I just moved. I literally, not even a week ago.
I miss your laugh.
It's the pancake breakfast. We do it every month. Yeah, Trish storms out, and then he follows her on his bicycle.
Yes. And he's like, you know, so he takes a shortcut. Now.
And he's drunk still.
Yes.
Keep that in mind.
I love this scene because it's finally like right at the peak.
It's the climax before the climax.
But he just nails that car and flies over it and then flies through the billboard that's on the back of that truck.
Mm-hmm.
Lands in the middle of the road. But as soon as the light turns green, like all these cars start coming and they're honking their horns like, dude, like move.
Like how
we got to drive. And it's
did
like,
you
come on,
saw
like,
what just happened.
You had to have seen what just happened. Like, I mean, come on. You got to be a little bit more lenient when it comes to rules of the road.
Cut the virgin a break.
What did he say? He was like, oh, the front of that billboard hurt. It's
oh,
like,
he says.
But the back of it hurt just as much.
He says that that billboard had two sides and they both hurt equally as bad. But Trish sees the accident and immediately she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
She gets concerned. She walks up to see, if he's okay. He's like, no, I'm not okay. He's like,
I'm a mess without you.
This is when he confesses, I'm a virgin. She's like, really? Yeah, always have been. What? Well, yeah, there's no coming back from that.
Yeah.
That was such a funny line.
It's always have been.
It's like, that's it? You're a virgin? He's like, yeah, that's why.
I had all the pressure to have sex and just, but then they decide to do the right thing and wait until they're married.
Yep.
And that's when he's going to lose his virginity. And I like it that it's, like a minute 45 later. And he's like, is it always like that? And she was like, yeah, your first time is pretty much, yeah. And they're just laying there like, okay. He's like, you want to go again? He's like, yep.
She's like, sure. And then it's like 3 hours later.
Yeah.
And then she's a mess. She's like, they both are all sweaty. And
yeah. Oh, I'm going to wreck you.
But then they,
he doesn't say that, people. But you can imagine what would it be like if he didn't.
Oh my God, you would. But the ending is so weird because they jump into Age of Aquarius.
Yeah, it's honestly, tell you the truth, I enjoyed the entire movie up until that point. I'm like, why? What? Why? I mean, it makes no sense.
I don't know why that decision was made.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, it is kind of funny, but it's kind of like also like,
was it necessary?
Yeah.
Like
necessary. Is it necessary to drink my own urine?
Huh?
Probably not, but it's sterile and I like the taste.
Yeah, I don't know. But there were a couple other things that I would like to mention before we wrap this one up. And so we have the chest waxing scene.
Oh, God.
So the whole thing...
That just looks painful.
How this even happened was he was talking to Jay, and he's just saying, she's like, I just want to know, like, how you are so confident or whatever. He's like, you think this was an accident? It's like, premeditated, partner. He's like, well, yeah, just you seem like you're really put together, all this stuff. He's like, see that whole Teen Wolf thing you got going on there? He's like, you got to wax that shit right out. He's like, does it hurt? He's like, nah, well, not unless you a bitch. But the fact that Steve Carell actually put himself through this, that whole wax scene, and I'm sure a lot of people by now know this, that this is actually happening. He was actually getting his chest hair waxed in this scene, and they put it in the movie.
Yeah.
And the fact that this is his legitimate reaction it makes it even better.
Yeah. I mean, I've never had waxing done. So, but I mean, I imagine that it hurts.
I have, but not professionally, and it did not feel nice.
Yeah. I mean, I know what most of you are thinking is with the beard that I'm probably really hairy. I'm not.
Shaved. I don't know if this was scripted. Like, we're not going to wax in any particular order. I'm assuming when you get it done, they probably go, like, start with one side, and then they go from, like, probably top to bottom, and then they work their way over.
Yeah.
Just because it seems more efficient that way. But she does a couple spots on, like, his left pec, and then moves over to the other side, and then does a straight line right in the middle.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it was to make it look like a face, so they can make that joke, you look like a man-o'-lantern.
Yeah. I can't just imagine the excruciating pain because, I mean, Steve Carell does have a very hairy chest.
It's a fucking rug, man.
Yeah.
But it's weird because, like, his back isn't hairy at all. It's just the front side.
Yeah. That is odd.
I mean, he's got hairy arms, you know, but yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did that, and then when he's walking back home, you see the blood seeping through his shirt.
Which I imagine that's just got to suck.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the girl when he takes off his shirt and lays down, and she was like,
"Oh, we're gonna need more wax.
Clear my afternoon.
Cancel all my afternoon appointments." Oh, but yeah, he starts cussing.
Yeah.
After Misha, you could burn in hell.
Yeah, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. It's just so painful."
I don't normally curse this much.
It's like, I fucking hate you, motherfucker. He's like, "Why are you laughing?"
So so that scene I wanted to bring up, and then the Mooj. He's got so many great lines.
He does.
This movie.
He is like quite glanced over through the entire movie, but every time he talks, it's hysterical.
It's absolutely hysterical. So after the night where they played cards, and everybody finds out he's a virgin.
Yeah.
You know, Andy goes home and he's like, "Oh God, this is gonna be bad." He's like, he can't show his face at work anymore because everybody knows and they're gonna make fun of him.
Yep. And then when he walks in, I mean, nobody really says anything.
Nobody acknowledges it.
They're just like, "No, hey, what's up?"
Until the other Indian guy, he's like, "Andy, we got to get you some punani." And then they're playing like Rump Shaker on all the TVs in there. And Mooj approaches him, and he's like, "So, what are you, like 25, 26? He's like 40. He's like, "Oh shit, man, you got to get on that." He's like, "But life is not about sex. It's about passion. It's about children." He's like, "Yep, all about passion." He's like, "It's not about the rusty trombone or the shit-stained balls or the," he just starts naming all this perverted shit. And he's like, "Mooj, please stop."
So weird, but so funny. So funny.
Yeah. So he had the stuff, and then like he was calling Jay. He's like, "Go fuck a goat."
Yeah.
That whole shit. He's like, "Why are you always telling me to fuck a goat, man? Go fuck a goat." And then there's the scene where I want to know who's hugging who. It's like Cal hugging Dave or something, but I think it was Andy. Andy and Jay may have been hugging, and then the two Indian guys come into the room. He's like, "Know how I know you're gay?" He's like, "You were hugging each other oh so gently." But it's funny because it ties into the whole conversation that Cal and Dave had.
Yeah. Yep.
And then the last thing that I want to mention is the fact that after Andy gets promoted to floor manager, they have to replace, I think, his old position.
Yes.
Or Cal's old position. So Cal's hiring people, or he's doing interviews, and he hires this ridiculously hot, like, she's like a Jersey girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I should have hired this 300-pound guy." He's like, "No, I hired this hot-ass girl for you," because he's hiring this girl for Dave, who refuses to move on from his past relationship.
Yes.
But the interview with her is just very brief.
Yeah.
She's like, "Have you ever worked with electronics before?" She's like, "No,
Nope.
But I own electronics." She's like, "Well, that's pretty much it." Like, "You're hired." He's like, "So much better than these other guys." But
he does that for his friend Dave.
Right.
It's like, "Hey, you got to move on from Amy."
And I think it was the night that that Andy got drunk, where they're at the bar.
Yeah, because he told Dave, he was like, "Go hit on her," and he's like, "No." He's like, "I hired her for you."
He's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I should have hired that 300-pound guy, but no, I hired a 90-pound girl to work in the warehouse, that can't lift a TV to save her life for you." And he's like, "No, I'm not going to talk to her." So he like flicks him in the nuts.
Yeah.
He's like, "Did you just flick me in the nuts?" He's like, "No, I flicked you in the fleshy patch where your nuts used to be." He's like, and then he flicks him again.
Yeah.
He's like, "Stop flicking me in the nuts, man." He's like, "Okay, I'll stop flicking you in the nuts." He's like, "But I'll start punching you." So he punches him. Then he slaps him in the face, and then he pulls his hair. He's like, "Okay." And then after
this isn't in order.
He's like,
"That would surprise you."
"Oh my what it was. So that apparently knocked some sense into him to convince him to go talk to, I think her name was like Bernadette or something like that. And then they immediately hit it off.
Yeah.
So it's like after all this anticipation, all of this denial that he needs to move on from Amy. So I thought that was worth talking about. Is there any other scenes that you can think of that we didn't?
No. I think we pretty much covered all of it.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Shaved. But yeah, in a nutshell, 40-Year-Old Virgin. And this has always been it's one of those movies where I can just put on any time. It could be playing in the background for ambiance, and I'll catch the scenes, and I don't even have to start it from the beginning to enjoy watching the movie.
Right. And I have to be careful because I still have young kids in the house.
Unfortunately, yes, there is some language. There are some scenes from adult films.
You get to see some boobies.
Couple of boobies. There's your R rating, folks.
Yep. So what are we doing next?
I thought we weren't going to tease anymore.
Are we not?
I thought we stopped because we want it to be a surprise. Although,
You're right.
I could tease it if I wanted to, but no. I think we should just make people want more.
Okay. Well, then we're all going to find out together.
Goddamn right we are. All right, guys. It's been way too long, so I hope this episode has been worth the wait. And until next time, Quotable Podcast out.